I'm going to tell you something very peculiar. I lived in the metro area of Mexico City. I'm a lawyer, and at that time I had just started working at my dad's legal office, so that day I was heading south of the city because I had some meetings and procedures to do. I remember that day I had 3 destinations. The first was near Copilco station on the Green Line of the subway. The next was at Miguel Ángel de Quevedo. And to finish, I had to get to the family courts in Ecatepec. This, of course, before it closed for the day. I left the house a little late to do those jobs, around noon. I reached my first destination and took care of my business without any setbacks. Then I headed to my second destination, and likewise everything was calm and concluded. After that I boarded at Miguel Ángel de Quevedo station, now heading toward my last stop in Ecatepec. I was just waiting for the train car to arrive when I noticed a clock that showed 2:30 in the afternoon. This really worried me, so I immediately checked the time on my wristwatch and then on my cell phone, and they both showed the same time, 2:30. From the station where I was, getting to Ecatepec would take an hour and a half, so I worried even more. That meant I would arrive around 4 in the afternoon, and I would be very late for the city court. I had an urgent matter to attend there. While I was in the car, I started thinking about what I would tell people to justify my late arrival, or what I could invent so there would be no consequence for not handling that trial on time. I arranged some things I carried with me, and with my spirits low I even planned to go back home because of the delay. Then, as I passed a station, I honestly don't remember which, I noticed that on one of the clocks it was 12:30 noon. Startled, I raised my hand to check again the time on my wristwatch and then my cell phone, and both marked 12:30. This made no sense, because it would mean I had only left the house a few minutes earlier. I couldn't dismiss it as a mistake on my part, so I asked the time of a man sitting next to me in the car. He told me it was indeed 12:30. At that point all I could think was that I must have misread the time when I left. When I got to the next station I called my mom. She answered and, trying not to alarm her, I casually asked what time she had left the house. She told me, "Oh, son, you're not going to be able to do anything anymore. You just left here." Hearing that, I didn't know what to say, think, or do. I was just standing in the station with my phone to my ear. I thanked her and said we'd meet later. I kept thinking maybe I had been confused, maybe I had imagined doing those earlier tasks. So I called the first 2 places to check that my work had been done. They confirmed everything was in order. I had done my duties at those locations that same day. I still didn't understand anything. All I could think at that moment was to attend my last job in Ecatepec, so I went there and everything was in order. Even now, no matter how much I think about it and review what happened, I still don't understand how I was sent back 2 hours while I was traveling inside the metro.